Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers, there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got 9 orders going out today, and for decent money because of the shoes. Love it. Listings are going great. Jen is still doing 99% of the pictures, and then we worked out a little bit of a system. We're tinkering with it. We're figuring it out. So what we're doing is this area here, which was always kind of like a backstock area, overflow area, and I'm just putting stuff up at the top in the top 2 shelves that is ready to be listed. And then I'm going to get a couple clipboards so we can communicate. And you'd say, well, we live in the same house. Why can't you just speak to each other? The point is that so we can split up and conquer more jobs at one time, take care of the children, clean, all the stuff around the house, all things like that. I can do some house projects, things like that. So I'm going to get a clipboard that I can hang there so I can give notes. This is a lot. Make sure you picture this tag. Also, she's a lot newer to doing these kinds of things than I am. I have a little more experience. And then once she pictures them, they're getting moved over to this section of pictured. And then once I have them listed, next time I come in the garage, I can pull those listings up again, give them a custom SKU number, and then pick their location. And that's working out fairly well. The only issue we've run into so far is that she can actually picture things faster than I can list them. So the to be listed area has become a little bit of a death pile. And if you've been watching for a while, I don't like to deal with death piles. I like to get it listed, get it up. If your death pile's growing, stop buying stuff. It means you need to be working instead of outsourcing. But with the 2 of us working, it's kind of pushed in the one direction. We're figuring it out, but it is going good. Listings are going a lot quicker than they used to. Sales haven't picked up or dropped off. If you don't know, videos come out a little bit behind schedule. Somewhere between a week and a week and a half behind when they actually happen. But the global financial, the markets, it's bad. And I was in high school, maybe my first year out of high school. See, what year would it have been? I was a couple years out of high school when the great financial crisis happened. So I don't know how that affected my household, but I don't know how that affected like the resale area. Did that mean there's an uptick in resale because people can't afford new things, so they have to buy used? Or is it just a downtick in everything across the board because nobody can afford anything? I don't know. I wish I had the answers because then I could dictate I could adjust how my business is accordingly. But if any of you have been reselling since then, please let me know how that affected your store. This would have been, Yahoo auctions or, very early eBay. Let me know how that affected your store. It's to be determined. You can't predict everything, but I'd like to try to get ahead of it the best I can because financially things look bad. I mean, for me personally, they're the best they've ever been in my life. But for everyone else, like the global total aggregate financial system, it's real bad out there. But 9 orders going out today. Let's go ahead and pull some. First thing up, B2B is McDonald's Crazy Bones. B2B. Crazy Bones. This one right here, I think. I will double check. But it's the only Crazy Bones I see. It's Sweetie Webs and Stickers. Number 2. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Oh, the big number 2 might have been a good indicator that it's number 2. $8.99 free shipping there. Next up, I apparently didn't put in a code. This is one of those things. It's a hang up because my process had a step 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3. Repeated. So now that the steps are changing and the people doing those things are changing, we're trying to figure it out. So this one didn't get categorized, but it's easy to find. Keen loafers, women's size. I think that said 8, but it's these ones right here. I just picked these up last week at Salvation Army for $4.99, maybe $5.99, but I think they were $4.99. And for those, I got $24 plus shipping, and I did take an offer. Next up is a game. This has been listed a long time, but good money. Sims 2 for the PC Sims 2 Double Deluxe for the PC. That game right there, I got $24.99 free shipping. That's pretty good for a PC game, an old PC game. Next up, took an offer, C4 Nike Golf IC mallet putter cover, and it is golf season officially everywhere, because if it's golf season here, it's golf season everywhere. $18.99 free shipping. So if you have golf stuff, summer stuff in your death pile, it should have been listed a month ago, but if it's there, list it now. Golf clubs, inflatables, beach toys, beach clothes, summer clothes, get them listed today, because if you wait another month, you're already too late. Christmas, you got to start listing at the end of the summer, beginning of fall. Summer stuff, you need to start listing at the first of the year. I list stuff as it comes in, so it's a little different for me, but if you have a death pile, if you're a death pile type of person, which I don't care if you do, that's fine. Different people work different ways, but if that is the type of store you run, check and see if you got any summer stuff. Get it out now before it's too late. And then next up, I ran a sale on shoes, but the reason I did is that eBay sent me, what do they call it? They used to do them all the time. It was like the whole way eBay was built for a little while. I don't remember, some type of promotional thing where I got 50% off my final value fees on all my shoes. So I did a sale on all shoes, because why not take advantage of it while I could? That ended yesterday. The sale, I think, is still running though, but won't be by the time this video comes out. And the shoes on desk, Nike Air Jordan 3 Retro, and I know these ones because they got a funny box. 3 Retro. These ones right here. There we go. And for those beauties right there, I got $212.49 plus shipping. Love it, love it, love it. And anybody that's very new, what they used to do is they'd send out offers like that all the time. And that was it. I think it was the best way they've, in any recent era, the best way they've run eBay. Say you had a small store, if you didn't have a store subscription, you would have your max of whatever it was, 20 listings or something. And then once you max it out, they would send you an offer and saying, hey, you've got 7 days, 2 weeks, I don't remember what the time frame was, and you get 50 free insertion fees. And it would encourage you to list more. Or they would say, hey, you get a discount on your final value fees on electronics, or all these kinds of things. They were incentives for you to do better in your store. And then they decided, hey, let's just give everyone 1 million free listings. 1 million is being facetious. And we'll just charge fees on everything, and that's how we'll make all our money. I don't know. That's a complaint for another day. This one, I should have just pulled it out of the store, but whatever. It is 2002 Battleship board game replacement pieces. Just go ahead and carry the basket over here. And this is when I listed all the chess pieces before, which I'm down to the last few, but actually I don't think I have a listing for this one, so I should double check on that. Here we go. Replacement pieces right there. Battleship. And for those, I got $4.74 free shipping. And they're going to California, so I will probably, after the cost of an envelope, lose money. Okay, so I'm packing up orders. I figured for fun, why don't we go ahead and see how little or negative money I made on those game pieces. So it sold for $4.74, and just because I'm lazy and don't want to look it up, I'm going to assume 15% for fees. I know that's more than it's going to be. I don't know exactly, so let's go ahead and overestimate. Okay, right there we're down to $4.03. So you got $4.03 minus the $3.86 it cost to ship it, minus the, I think my bubble mailer's 22 cents. I'm not remember exactly, but I'm going to say 22 cents. I think they might be a little cheaper, but they're going to be more expensive if you bought them, say, at a Walmart or a Costco. So let's go ahead and subtract the 22 cents for that, minus 0.22. And we are at negative 5 cents. That doesn't include the Ziploc bag I put them in. Call that a penny or two. maybe more, maybe it's as much as a nickel, but probably a couple pennies. Add in the label I put on it. And this is all before cost of goods. I'm not going to count because the only reason I would have listed it is because, you know, the game was either relatively free or in a lot, or I think it came in a game lot, and then the game itself just it would have been more of a return on investment if there was an investment, but it was big. It was very bulky, so it wasn't worth the time or effort. Turns out this wasn't worth the time or effort either, because I did make negative dollars. Negative change, so it's not a huge loss. The listing shouldn't exist if there aren't profits to profit. So that's a mistake by me. Don't do that. If there aren't any profits, or if the profits are so small that you have to do the math to find out if there's profits, it's not worth selling. It's not worth the time it takes to pack it. It's not worth being in your store, period. So negative, let's round up. We'll round up to a nice even. I lost a dime, some time of my life, and I will definitely not do that going forward, which I didn't think I was going to anyways, but just a lesson to you out there. There is a bottom. Parting it out does not always work. There has to be a certain amount of profit, or else all your profits get eaten up from fees and shipping. And I don't even think that's on sale. I think that's what I listed them for. It was just a bad idea to list them in the first place, and for some reason I just left them up. I don't know, live and learn. If the other set from that set is there, I'll take those out, but at the time I think I was desperate for listings. Next up is, oh great, I gotta go to storage. But Duck brand window kit, 84 by 120, and I have 2 of them here, but they bought 4 of them, so I will have to go out to storage and get 2 more. Not a big deal. I'm needing to go out there anyways. Just really would have rather not. Let me check the timing on that though. Okay, those don't have to go out till tomorrow, so that's okay with me. I'll actually just send them out tomorrow. I will actually go to storage, get the other 2. I will package them today when I get back, so that in eBay's eyes, they went out today, and then they'll just go out first thing tomorrow. They'll still get there in a relatively good amount of time. The buyer will be none the wiser, and I will save myself from having to go to storage, home, and then back to the post office. And then next up, it's a book, Pocket Companion Book, Carnegie Steel Company. So do I have that? Oh, here we go. Carnegie Pocket Companion, 1923. And it's like a pocket instructional book for engineers, I think. Something like that. And for that, I took a major offer, $8 free shipping, and it was listed for $12.99 free shipping. So, you know, major in relative terms, but the books, I do not care. If it's a reasonable offer, I'm going to accept it. Which, speaking of that, I shouldn't let it get to me, but, you know, I'm high strung. I'm what people call high strung. I let things get to me. I get worked up. That's who I am. I'm aware of it. I'm trying to work on it, but I'm aware of it. I have a pair of shoes, shocking, that's listed for, I think, $275 plus shipping. So it's a higher end pair of shoes. And someone sent me an offer of $50. Like what? Don't waste my time. I'm not even going to counter. It's not even, it literally is, you're wasting my time that I have to open it and decline your offer. $275, you think you're going to get to 50? I mean, if somebody sends me an offer of something half off, that's they're taking a shot. They're taking a shot in the dark. You know, maybe they're desperate to sell. Maybe it's way overpriced. Maybe. But $50 on something that's $275? Get real. Don't waste my time. And what I do, not all the time, but if it's a low ball enough, or here, let me rephrase it. If they continue to send me low ball offers, they send me, say I send them $275, it's $275, they send me an offer of $50, and I decline it, and they send me an offer of, like, if they came back with $55 or $60, something still ridiculous, I would block them. Because they're, again, wasting my time. And I value my time very, very high. Because it is basically the only resource that is 100% finite. it runs out. Your time runs out. There's a cap. And it's over. You don't get no more. There's no way to get more. So when people waste my time, I get upset. Next thing up on A6 is a Coleman NCAA Kansas. Can I grab it? Kansas? No, I can't. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, yeah. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. I had golf on Monday, and I haven't swung a club since last year, and now I just tweaked my backs. So that wasn't worth it. Should have just grabbed the ladder. But this right here, Kansas Jayhawks Coleman branded cooler. I think it's new. I'm pretty sure I listed it as used, though, because there's no tags on it. I can't guarantee it's new, but it looked new. And for that, I got $14.99 plus shipping. And I probably paid, I know I got it at Goodwill, so I probably paid $4.99 for it. And I took an offer on that. I think it was $19.99. Also today, just going to go over some garage sale stuff. End of my road, a couple blocks down, somebody was moving, selling out their stuff. And it was just literally boxes sitting in their driveway. And they said, you know, just pick through it, whatever you want. The guy offered me a beer while I was there. It was that kind of sale. I did not accept. I had better things to do. Found a couple things. We'll go over those today as well. First thing I picked up at the garage sale, not like I need more, but I got a box of records. These were mostly classic rock. That's why I picked them up. And then even the small ones were also mostly classic rock. So I think that was good. I got the whole box for 20 bucks. He said, make me an offer on the box. I said, I don't know, $20, because that makes it, you know, pennies per record. And he said, you should offer me 10. So I definitely had that mindset going forward. And then the rest of the stuff I got was some Tupperware, a couple pieces here. This one is actually just going to get lotted in with the other one exactly like this I have for sale. That's probably never going to sell because it doesn't have the lid, but if I can put two together, it'll make for, I might not even raise the price. I might just add the second one to the listing. Little cup, Tupperware, cereal container, Tupperware, another Revereware lid, which I'm glad I had picked up some Revereware lids lately, because then I went to where I was sitting them and I realized I had two that for some reason there was no listing. I don't know what happened. eBay. I'm going to blame eBay on that one. Two Pyrex dishes. This is a refrigerator dish. I don't know if this one's called a refrigerator dish as well. I don't think so. But this style is a Pyrex refrigerator dish. This one in the, it's like a lime. I don't know if that's the original color, if it's just faded over time. And a yellow. And then this is a Arrowhead Everware. I'm not sure on this, but some of these plasticwares, thicker plasticwares, can be worth something. I think Melware. And then there's Melmac is another version, but that's the speckly ones are your high dollar ones. But I figured it was worth a shot. And then I also got Giant fork and spoon. And I've sold a set like this a couple times. I don't recall how much they go for, but for everything here, I paid 10 bucks. I paid $30, including the records, of course. And I'll make good money. I'm not worried about it. But the like this dish probably pays for all this stuff, and then the rest is profit. I might even profit just by selling that dish. I'll have to check. It's been a while since I sold a refrigerator dish. But either way, it was a nice little surprise on my way home. I said, hey, looks like there's a sign down the end of the road. Funniest thing is then I asked him, I said, well, hey, you're selling your house. You know, we're interested in buying a rental at some point, thinking maybe I could avoid real estate agents or something, maybe get a good deal. And he's like, yeah, the guy I talked to on the internet said, which it's funny that in my area, there's a lot of Southern accents, and I live in Northern Michigan. So I've always thought that was hilarious, but it's half the size of my house. And he says, I don't know. He said I'll probably get somewhere around $150,000. I don't know. These markets look a little shaky lately, but that is, speaking of housing markets, the silver lining to the fact that the financial everything seems to be crumbling around us is that I'll probably get to buy a rental property here in the next 2 to 5 years real cheap. real cheap, and that would be nice. That's the thing. When things are bad, that's when you can make a lot of money. Because that's when people are desperate to sell things. That's when people have to sell things. That's when things get repossessed and the bank sells them and they're just trying to break even. That's when you make money. It's sad. It's sad that you're profiting on other people's failures or other people's downturns or downfalls. But it's the reality. That's when you make the most money. When things are bad is when you can make the most money. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.